Hey, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for going on this walk with me. Today, I want to talk about being respectful for one another. Me and Amanda recently went on a trip to Kings Island to celebrate my 40th birthday, and it was nice to get away. But while we were there, something occurred that really got me thinking, and I think it got her thinking as well. We just didn't speak to each other right away about it, but we were in line and for the last ride of the day, and we ended up getting a group of people behind us that was very obnoxious, to be just plain and simple. They were very obnoxious. uh, they were using a lot of language. um, they were using a lot of words that were taught um, in any society really, but now today more than ever, we're taught that we shouldn't use, no matter what race you may be part of. There's words in a vocabulary that just should not be used at all. They have no use at all. So, anyways, we're in the line, and we're listening to this large group of people argue with each other, fight with each other, and it was just very, so many different emotions. It made me mad, number one, to start with. I felt like the old me was coming out some. Started to get very angry. And most of that anger was because I thought, what if my child was here with me and she was around this language? Then I started looking around and I saw other children. And I got to thinking, how sad that this child has to listen to this language, has to listen to this fighting among each other, and has to look at this and wonder, man, is this the way? Is this acceptable? Is it okay to act like this? And then I got mad about the fact of the parent who had to maybe talk to their children afterwards and tell them, this is not the way you act. This is not the way that you talk around people. You show everyone respect. So we stood in the line for about 30 to 45 minutes, probably. Last ride of the day. We were tired. We were hot. And, it really made a difference on the overall outcome of our day. Because that was the last thing we really experienced was these people. I'm not telling you how you should, conduct yourselves. I'm going to conduct myself a certain way. I'm not going to be disruptive and use language that might offend other people when I'm around them. I hope I don't use that language at all. Now, are there times when language does come out? Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm perfect in it and that words don't come out of my mouth at times. But it does. That's because I'm human. But in all retrospect, we should try our hardest around each other to show respect to each and every person that we come in contact with every day. We only get one chance at this life, guys, and we should do our best to show everyone that we come in contact with respect. We should show everyone we come in contact with love. And most of all, we should show everyone we come in contact with God. They should be able to see God in us, in our walk, in our talk, just the way that we present ourselves. They should be able to see God in us. So I just want to kind of say that. I just want to remind everyone that You know what? Think of the others around you when you're talking the way you're talking. Don't have the attitude of like, you know what, this is a free country. I can say what I want to say. I can do what I want to do. I can go wherever I want to go. That's true, you can. But there's a thing called morals, and we should all have them. Without further ado, let's read a little bit what the devotion has to say today. And let's see. It's going to take me a second to find it. I lost my place, guys. Thanks for coming along on the walk. Let's see. There we go. I think I found it now. Okay. Flip back here one more page, okay? So, God's view on life. You ready for this? We all want to be treated with a little respect. Something as small and as quick as a greeting, a nod of the head, or a smile that says, I know that you exist, make many people's lives bearable. Handle everyone with respect. Notice the sticker on their chest that was put there by God, fragile, handle with care. Every one of us is fragile in the eyes of God. Every one of us is unique in the eyes of God. Every one of us is special. And we should handle that just like we would handle a fragile package. We should not want to do anything that would damage it, that would harm it, that would draw it further away from a relationship with our Father. Okay? Each person is special. If you treat them with respect and dignity, God's goodness shines brightly. Everybody should be able to see God in you. They should be able to see God in me. Do they see it in every action of my life? Probably not. But I hope more than not, or more so than not, I hope that they do. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm far from perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've done a lot of things I shouldn't have done in my life. But that's the past. That's not who I am now. I try to show everyone respect. I try to treat everyone with respect. And I hope that everyone else does too. You know, when we put God first in our lives, He shows through us. He changes us from the inside out. He changes the way that we look at life. He changes the way that we look at Him. And when he changes those two things about us, and He changes our heart, the things that happen are extraordinary. A couple verses. Romans 12:10. Love one another with brotherly affection. Outdo one another in showing honor. We should all be trying to show the honor, the respect that the person beside us may have just shown another person. We should be passing that on to each other. And 1 Peter chapter 2. Live as free people, but do not use your freedom as a cover-up for evil. Live as God's. Show proper respect to everyone. Love the family of believers. Fear God and honor Him. And the verse that everybody always quotes, but do you really live by it? And I want you to think about this. Do you live by this quote that I'm sure 9 out of 10 of us have thrown around here and there when talking to our friends or our family? And it comes from Luke chapter 6, verse 31. And it says, do to others as you would like them to do to you. Now, if you were standing in that line and you were the ones using that language around other people, do you honestly think that that's what you would want done around you? Think of something that may be offensive to you, and imagine that person around you thinking that that's completely normal. But man, that offends you. It brings you down. Or you know what? It might just bring up a bad memory of something. And then you have totally just ruin that person's day, how would that make you feel? I mean, it would make me feel horrible if I thought that I was responsible for ruining someone's day. So, as we come to the end of this video, again, I just want everybody to know, treat everybody with respect. Treat everybody the way that you would want to be treated. Treat everybody according to that verse. If you're going to use it, live it. Do to others as you would have them do unto you. Different translation, same meaning. This was a great trip that we went on, but I almost let that last 45 minutes of the day dictate the entirety of that trip. And so I just want you to know how your words can affect other people. Let them see God through you. If you don't have that relationship with God, guys, or with Christ, I pray that today's the day that you do it. I hope that you acknowledge to God that you are a sinner, that you accept Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, that you acknowledge that He is the Son of God, that He was born of a virgin, that He did come and live a sinless life and died a sinner's death for us. And I hope that you realize that He went to the cross, He arose 3 days later, He defeated death in the grave, so that we all may have this life, so that we may all have a connection to God, a direct ticket to heaven. This is the way, guys. Jesus Christ is the only way. It says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father unless they go through me first. That's not word for word. That is paraphrased. But He is the way. So anyways, I love you guys. I hope you got something out of today's message. Thanks for coming along on the walk with me. Thanks for realizing how out of breath that I am. And maybe I need to start working out, getting in shape. But I love you guys, and hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye.